Hello, my name is Vaibhav Gautam and I am a student of Shaheed Sukhdev College. Currently, I am pursuing BMS and I'm currently in the class of BMS 3C Marketing section. This is regarding the internals assessment, and today I am going to present you a PPT on Securities Exchange Board of India. My roll number is 19208 and the concerned teacher is Soni Mitali ma'am. I hope you like it. The first slide we have here is introduction. So what is SEBI? SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India, was constituted on April 12, 1988 as a non-statutory body. It is an apex body to develop and regulate the stock market in India. SEBI is the regulator for the securities market in India. Originally set up by the Government of India in 1988, it acquired statutory from in 1992 with SEBI Act 1992 being passed by the Indian Parliament. Some would be wondering where is SEBI's headquarters are located. So these are the few locations: Bandra Kurla complex in Mumbai, which is in Maharashtra, and has northern, eastern, and southern and western regional offices in New Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, and Ahmedabad, respectively. It has opened local offices at Jaipur and Bangalore and was planning to open offices at Guwahati, Bhubaneswar, Patna, Kochi, and Chandigarh in financial year 2013 to 2014. So, what are the reasons for establishment of SEBI? First, it was started in stock markets such as price rigging. Second, unofficial premium on new issue. Third, delay in delivery of shares. Fourth, violation of rules and regulations of stock exchange and listing requirements. Fifth, so Government of India decided to set up an agency or regulatory body known as Securities Exchange Board of India. So these were all the reasons that establishment of SEBI took place. One would be wondering who are the members of SEBI. So here is the list. Shri Ajay Tyagi is the chairman of SEBI. Shri S. Raman, Shri G. Mahalingam, M.S. Madhabi Puri Bush are three whole-time members. Others are part-time members, which include Shri Shakti Kanta Das, Shri Tapan Ray, Shri N.S. Vishwanath, Shri Arun P. Sathe. Chairman of SEBI is being appointed by the Union Government of India. Two members, that is, officers from Union Finance Ministers, one member from RBI. The remaining five members are nominated by Union Government of India. Out of them, at least three shall be whole-time members. Hey, do you know what whole-time member is? No, I don't know. What is it? Let me tell you. A person who works for minimum 35 to 40 hours a week are counted as a whole-time member. Let me tell you about the part-time member too. A person who works between 1 to 34 hours a week is considered as a part-time member. So as you can clearly see, this is the list of chairmen. The first chairman of SEBI was S.A. Dave IDBI, which was which was a chairman of SEBI from 1988 to 1919, and this ladder went up to Ajay Tyagi, who is an IAS, which was appointed as a chairman in 2017. Until date, He is taking his responsibility very carefully. What are the objectives of SEBI? The overall objectives of SEBI are to protect the interest of investors and to promote the development of stock exchange and to regulate the activities of stock market. The objectives of SEBI are: first, to regulate the activities of stock exchange. Second, to protect the rights of investors and ensuring safety to their investment. Third, to regulate and develop a code of conduct for intermediaries such as brokers, underwriters, etc. Fourth, to prevent fraudulent and malpractices by having balance between self-regulation of business and its statutory regulations. What are the functions of SEBI? The SEBI performs functions to meet its objectives. To meet three objectives, SEBI has three important functions. These are protective functions, developmental functions, regulatory functions. In the further slides, I am going to talk about it in detail. Protective functions. These functions are performed by SEBI to protect the interest of investor and provide safety of investment. As protective functions, SEBI performs following functions. First, it checks price rigging. Price rigging refers to manipulating the prices of securities with the main objective of inflating or depressing the market price of securities. SEBI prohibits such practice because this can defraud and cheat the investors. It also prohibits insider trading. Insider is a person connected with the company such as directors, promoters, etc. These insiders have sensitive information which affects the prices of the securities. The information is not available to people at large, but the inside get this privileged information by working inside the company, and if they use the information to make profit, then it is known as insider trading. For example, the directors of the company may know that the company will issue bonus shares to its shareholders in the end of the year, and they purchase shares from market to make profit and business. This is known as insider trading, as SEBI keeps a strict check with when insiders are buying securities of the company and takes strict action on insider trading. Developmental functions. These functions are performed by the SEBI to promote and develop activities in stock exchange and increase the business in stock exchange. Under developmental categories, following functions are performed by SEBI. SEBI tries to promote activities of stock exchange by adopting flexible, adaptable approach in following way. SEBI has permitted internet trading through registered brokers. SEBI has made underwriting optional to reduce the cost of issue. Even initial public offer of primary market is permitted through stock exchange. Regulatory functions. These functions are performed by SEBI to regulate the business in stock exchange. To regulate the activities of stock exchange, following functions are performed. First, SEBI registers and regulates the working of stockbrokers, sub-brokers, share transfer agents, trustees, merchant bankers, and all those who are associated with stock exchange in any manner. SEBI registers and regulates the working of mutual funds, etc. SEBI regulates stock takeover of the companies. She conducts inquiries and audit of stock exchanges. How does SEBI regulates? It regulates in four sections. First one, primary market; secondary market, mutual fund; and fourth one is foreign institutional investment. There are so many rules of SEBI which are updated in almost every year. In 2021, it was updated recently. SEBI Annual Report Rules 2021. I'm going to take some examples. There are three slides for the rules of SEBI. You can read any of it. So I'm going to talk about like 2000 in 2014 three rules were passed, and one of them was company share capital and debentures rules 2014. In 2005 there were two rules which were passed by. One of them was depositories procedure for holding inquiry and imposing penalties rules 2005, last amended on December 31, 2021. These are also the rules of SEBI. In 2003 there was a special act or rule which was passed, namely Securities Appellate Tribunal Rules 2003. There were three rules that were passed in 2000, 1998, and 1997, and 1995. Some of the rules were passed here also. Continuing the topic of rules of SEBI, in 1994 there were two rules which were passed: SEBI Annual Report Rules 1994 and Form of Annual Statement of Accounts and Records Rules 1994. In 1993, in 1992, and 1990, 1986, and in 1957 there were several rules which were passed, as you can already see in the slide. What are the regulations and structure of mutual funds in India? Introduction of mutual funds. A mutual fund in India is occurred in 1963 when the Government of India launched Unit Trust of India under the direction of Akash Behel. Mutual funds are regulated by SEBI in India. Money markets mutual funds are also regulated by RBI apart from being regulated by SEBI. Structure of mutual funds in India. The structure of mutual funds in India is a three-tier one. There are three distinct entities involved in the process: the sponsor, who creates a mutual fund; trustees; and the asset management company, which oversees the fund management. Sponsor creates the mutual fund and AMC approaches SEBI to set up mutual funds. Trust keeps a check on the AMC, ensure that the fund is managed in best interest of investors. AMC, which is an asset management company, ensure day-to-day management in the fund of the fund earns investment management fee for managing fund and capital of the AMC is contributed by the sponsor. So this is the end of the PPT. This is all from my side. I hope you enjoyed it. I would like to thank Soni Mitali ma'am who gave me an opportunity to give a presentation on Security Exchange Board of India. Thank you.